Okay, so a couple days ago I bought a storage unit for a total of $130. It took me about 2 days to get through. I'm going to show you my process, what happened, and some things I think I'll make money on. And yeah, so let's get into it. Now that I got the storage unit all packed up and back to my place, I have it sorted and I have the big stuff separated from the small stuff. So I'll show you the good stuff that I got so far. All right, this is brand new. If I can open it. Little Columbia jacket. Wonder if it's goose down. I'm not sure. 2X, there's a size. Pretty good size. Doesn't smell too bad. This I'm not going to open. It's a whole entire ratchet set. The little pieces are going to go flying everywhere, but it's Craftsman, and it's not complete, but it's almost complete. This is a Flambeau tackle box, and it was pretty full actually. So I'm not sure if there's any vintage flies or anything in here, but that's a nice little tackle box. It's full. Even just selling them at $1 a piece, I can probably make some cash. I can always take one of these. Do be smelling like fish, as it should be. That's pretty good. That's cool. I don't know if it's a seller, but that's pretty cool. I got 2 of these burners. They're Glacier's Edge. I haven't looked them up yet, but they're definitely used. So I might just like dollar auction them locally or something. I don't know. Got a Ryobi power drill. The side is on the batteries all busted out, which sucks, but I mean it still works though. So that might be $15 maybe. It also has the charger, which typically the chargers sell incredibly well. So that's definitely, if you're at the thrift store and you see like a Craftsman charger or Ryobi, people use the chargers and they need replacements. So it's definitely a good thing to pick up if it's a couple bucks. Always look up everything though. Got a gun stock actually. There was no guns in the unit. It says Army P Beretta Italia right there. So I haven't looked this up, but I think it might be something. I don't know the value at all though. There is one more thing in that box, otherwise it's cleared out. It is a stack of like 70s to 90s Playboy magazines. So I can't really show that on YouTube. But I don't know how much I'll make on it. I'll give you like an estimate probably later. Here's the instructions to that Ryobi. We're on the next box, by the way. And this one has that receiver, which I haven't looked up yet, but it is a Sony, so that's a good sign. The Sony Digital Audio Control Center, and the model number is, with electronics, it's always good to look up the brand and then the model number. The model number on this is STR-K660P, so I'll have to look that up. I'll put some estimates of what it is, of the price at least, on the screen. There's this Wi-Fi camera. I don't know if it's worth anything. I just threw it in my like research pile, kind of. I'll have to look it up, see if it's worth anything. They got it at a thrift store, so it's definitely open box. But there's actually a couple more of these loose, so I'll have to look them all up and see if there's any value in that. I have to look it up because not a lot of these do good, but it's a Hallmark keepsake ornament of a little bunny's dancing eggs. And this one's kind of dangling out of the box, but the projector is in there, and I think the cords are. It looks like it's in pre-owned, but okay shape. I haven't tested it yet. It's a RCA home theater projector. So I don't know the value, but I'll look it up. And that is the other box, completely cleared out. So yeah, definitely not a whole lot of small stuff, but you know. This shop fan might be selling today. It's definitely dirty, but it's definitely a good one though. Then here is a rigid shop vac. Shop vacs always typically sell really fast. This is an old turkey decoy that I actually saw in the photos. I didn't see any of these pre-owned. I only saw them new selling, so I don't know. But I'm sure I can at least get 25 for it. It has the old brass stand. This is kind of a bolo. The one I found is in pretty rough shape, but this skateboard, even though it's all rough, I think I can still get some money for it. It's a Super Surfer skateboard. They always have these like thick wood boards. And then I think you can even sell the trucks individually and stuff, and the wheels. So yeah, I think that'll be a little bit of money at least. I'll pop up some comps of what they sell for in good shape. You got a couple like really bright shop lights. I don't know, I mean they're dirty and they're definitely used, but they work like incredibly well, so I don't know, I might be able to get like 10 bucks for them or something. I also got this Shark Navigator vacuum, which is obviously used and probably not worth much, but sometimes you can do well just piecing them out. And I also got a pretty nice LG standing AC unit, which I don't think is going to sell now because it's still cold. It's spring, but you know, a couple months it's going to be summer, it's going to be hot, the store's going to run out, and I'll probably sell that for 100. So that's pretty cool. I got this push cart that I need to put back together in a wheelbarrow and dolly. Probably keep most of those. I forgot about this, but it's a very, very large Hisense TV. I plugged it in. I don't have it connected to any of the cables, but the light turns on. I'll have to do some more testing to see, you know, what kind of shape it's in. I'm going to try to sell this table, but we will see. There was like standing and stuff underneath these glass panels. So I'll probably sell it for really cheap. Hopefully it'll sell. I gotta clean this up, but it's like a kid's kind of like toy bench. It has these little drawers under it. So I gotta, you know, clean it up and stuff because it is a bit dirty. But I think I might try to get 20 bucks for that or something. Okay, so I am like not finished with the unit, but I'm basically done with it. So I'm just gonna go through everything and kind of give you a tally of what I think I'll make. 3 sales so far. So the first thing that sold, I didn't even mention earlier. Probably the first thing you see in the photos. It was that big black pond liner. That sold actually really quickly for 40 bucks. And then I had 2 more sales after that. One was the Ozark Cant Stove, which sold for 10. And then the other one was the Shop Fan, which sold for 30. Not bad at all. Only have 50 bucks left to go. There were a couple busts. Projector didn't work. It flashed on for like half a second and then it wouldn't play anything. And the security cameras, the apps to use them were just so outdated that you can't even test them. We're 50 bucks in the hole, and I have a bunch of stuff that's listed and almost ready to list. So first off, the Columbia coat. I didn't do much research on it individually, but I'm expecting, you know, 10 bucks, somewhere around there. The Craftsman like ratchet set, I'm guessing 15 bucks locally. The tackle box I actually divvied up. So I have a lot of like old spinner lures, which I have listed right now for 50 with free shipping. I don't know if I'll get that. It seemed like the other lots did pretty well like that. So, and I had a decent amount, so I'm thinking I'll get that, but I'm not sure. Even if I go 30 free shipping, then I'll still get 20 bucks for those. And I'm going to do another lot of fishing spoons, which I might make 10 to 20 on. We'll see. I'm not really too sure on that one. But then there was also some handmade lures. I'm also not sure about those, but I'm also guessing 10 to 20. So for a little tackle box, that's definitely not bad. The Glacier's Edge stoves, I think, were a bust, basically. I'm going to put them on a like local dollar auction and see how they do, but I might make a couple bucks, maybe one, hopefully. The Ryobi power drill, I listed the charger for it on eBay, and then I'll probably sell the drill locally for, I don't know, 5 to 10 bucks, somewhere around there. The gun stock, I'll be honest, I still don't know. It's, I believe, for a Savage 12 gauge shotgun, so I The closest model or the closest styled one I saw on eBay sold for 30. I'm gonna put 20 up there because I'm not 100% sure. I think I'll have to go to someone honestly and see if they can tell me, because there isn't too much to go off of, so I'm not 100% sure. The Playboy magazines, there was actually 33 issues and they weighed 40 pounds, so that's a decent amount. I listed them basically for like $5.25 a piece, so they're 175 with shipping, but I'll probably take an offer of 100 if that comes my way. I hope they'll sell, but I'm not 100% sure because they were in like fairly rough condition. We'll see, but I think I can get at least 100. The Sony receiver powers on, and I forgot to show them earlier, but it actually has 4 little speakers with it. No sub. I think I'll still sell the whole set for 50 on Marketplace. Probably take an offer of 30 if it comes my way. The shop vac I have listed on Marketplace for 25. I'll probably do 20 on it. I'm still not 100% on the turkey yet. There's newer models selling for 150 to 250. So I'm not sure if it being older increases the value or decreases the value. Definitely has wear, so that won't help my favor, but it is an older one. So I still have to do more research, but at least 25. The Super Surfer skateboard I have listed for 100 with free shipping. I think that was a fair price for the condition of mine. I would probably lower it down to 70, free ship that is, but if it sits for too long, I'll probably take it off eBay and then sand it down and spiffy it up myself, because that wouldn't be too much work and I would honestly enjoy that a lot, so I might end up doing that. I decided to keep the vacuum and the shop lights. One of them didn't work, but the other one is, I mean, it's a shop light, so it's really bright. I'm going to keep those for, you know, use in the garage for cleaning stuff up in the future. The LG AC unit I have listed right now for 100. I'd probably do 75 on it in the summer, but I don't mind waiting until then. Right now it's spring, so it's still rainy and cold, so at least 75. The TV I'm still unsure about. I powered it on like I showed earlier, but I haven't connected it to anything, so I don't know if the display actually works. So I'm guessing at least 20 bucks on that. If it works, I won't even put it in the tally counter because I don't know if it really connects. I'll be honest, I'm thinking that table isn't going to sell. So next time we have some sun and it's nice outside, I'll probably put it out for free. I don't really want to deal with it, honestly. It takes up a lot of space and I would rather have it gone. The kids' toy bench I also have listed for 25. Unless it sits for too long, then it's also going on the corner, so I won't put either of those in the tally. And lastly, the wheelbarrow I don't have listed yet, but I'll probably list it for 25. I think it's going to sell really quickly though around here because they seem to be in demand. Alright, so I should have a tally counter up here showing how much potentially I made. I'm thinking I made some decent money on this. Nothing spectacular, especially for the amount of work, but I don't mind. This is what I do. I enjoy it. Plus I got some tools to keep for my reselling, like that push cart. I love it. It's going to come in incredibly handy. I know the photos didn't look the most appealing, but that's kind of why I buy units like that once in a while. It's because they don't seem like they're too much work, and usually they aren't. Sometimes they are. I don't mind. And there might be something like spectacular in one of them one of these days. So, alright, so that'll have to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know. If you liked it, please leave a like. That would be awesome. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you on the next one, and have a good one.